Hi, today is April 18th, 2022. It's been a while. I filmed a few days ago, but I'm not going to end up posting that one. Um, I filmed a bunch of videos after I think my last post, but things happened and um, I know I edited at least one, and then the file ended up getting ruined, and that kind of put a damper on things. But a lot of time has passed. I don't remember the last time I actually posted. Yeah, I have a job now. I'm getting what is essentially 3 months paid vacation because the store is being remodeled. It's at McDonald's. Yeah, and that's going pretty well. I'm very lucky to have had that happen. There's been some not so great stuff that has happened. Um, but yeah, I took 3 months off completely jobless, and I worked for a month. Um, and now I'm off again, and I'm trying to kind of figure out what I want to do. Well, I know what I want to do with this time off, but it's very overwhelming. And I say the same things all the time. And again, I should have looked at what I posted last, but I didn't. um, I know that I reached like a pretty frustrating and low place. Um, and I'm not at that point right now. I mean, when I first started this vacation, I got pretty low. I feel confident in saying that my period causes a significant dip in my mood and I get pretty depressed. And it's pretty debilitating, which stinks, but it is what it is. I just try to let it pass. But yeah, I know when I was filming quite a bit, there were some things that I figured out about my situation in terms of why I couldn't get off of my phone, which was the main thing that was keeping me from being productive and doing the things that I wanted to do. I still didn't. Things weren't necessarily life changing because I've explained many times, I believe, that when I do start to get motivated, by that time I've spent so long unmotivated that my surroundings need to be cleaned, and then I'm tired once I've completed that, and then things get messy again because life goes on and the cycle continues. I didn't explain that very well, but I think you get the point. Yeah, things have been kind of rough lately. Struggling again, being on my phone. Um, and again, at the beginning of this vacation, I was depressed and not just feeling, not just having no motivation, but not caring that much about not having motivation, which is unlike me. Like, even when I'm depressed and stuff, or at least unmotivated, I don't know if I would call it depressed at this point, but when I'm unmotivated, I still want to be motivated. Like, I'm very anxious, and I didn't really have. I don't know, it was very difficult to explain, but yeah, This is happening on a whim. My roommate is currently. They came back, so they've been home, but they left for personal reasons. They're coming back, but they're just gone for a few days, so this is completely sporadic. I hope that I post this. I know it's not going to be of good quality, and there's not much to it, but there's an update. I would like to still edit the videos that I've posted before and just put in the title or description that they're older. I mean, I always say the date at the beginning of my videos anyways, but I still feel like they're worth posting to give some context about where I'm going, if that makes any sense. And there's been some stressful things that have happened that I intend on, or I would like to make videos about. Okay, alright, sorry. Obviously there's one that I'm really not ready to talk about. I like want to say it, but I'll get to it at a certain point. But yeah, I've got a surgery coming up that I haven't scheduled that's very, very stressful, and I'm starting to have doubts. I would like to make, a separate video explaining that, it has to do with my braces, but I'll get into specifics later. Lately I had been watching a lot of North of the Border, and he sculpts a lot with polymer clay, and it has really inspired me, and some of his techniques have really, I guess I've learned from it, and I started to work on a project that I had started months and months ago. And I just really completely started it over, almost completely, and I'm so happy with how it's looking. And I would, even like to make a separate video on this, but I don't know. Maybe I should explain it because I really haven't filmed for that long. I am on the front-facing camera because I actually need to leave in 10 minutes. Very sporadic, but yeah, so I was watching him and I was watching some other polymer clay artists, and I was thinking about what went wrong with my last attempt at this project, and I realized I had no idea. I didn't have a clear vision, and that's typically something that I struggle with. And I realized that I should probably draw what I want to make so I know what I'm aiming for. And my boyfriend asked me for a coaster of a lily pad with a frog toad on it, and I was really struggling. Do I want it to be more frog-like or more toad-like? And I think ultimately it's a toad. But yeah, I'm really happy with how it's going. I drew it out from forward, the side angle and the bird's eye view, and I've been using that as a guide. Right now I'm stuck on the eyes, which is deterring me from it, which is unfortunate. And then also, my room is an absolute mess. I'm gonna be moving, 2 or 3 months away. Yeah, so that's stressful. My dad's moving, and he has a bunch of my stuff in the attic that I need to go through, and that stuff has a lot of emotional baggage to it, so that's really very stressful. So while I was able to sit down a couple of times and sculpt and just kind of forget about the fact that my room was absolutely a mess and still is, it still is hard to get over that and and to just do it. Especially since time is moving forward and I need to kind of decide, excuse me, and not decide, I need to actually do some of these things that I've been avoiding. I think in my past videos I've talked about my my painting that somebody is paying me to paint, and I have made a lot of progress on that, but it's still I painted one castle, and I know that thing probably took me over 10 hours, and I still have 2 more castles to paint. So I'll show my progress with that at some point. But I'm happy I've made any progress on it. It just feels like I'll never realistically get it done. Luckily, the people who ask for it are very kind and also understand the mental struggle and is honestly really sweet. I was over dinner over there for dinner one time, and I explained that, like, I haven't forgotten about it, and I'm so sorry that it's late. I mean, it's now 4 months past when they asked for it. She asked for it Christmas 2021, and she said, she joked, she's like, I meant Christmas 2022, which I can only hope it'll be done by then, but it was very sweet of her to reassure me in that way. So yeah, but with the sculpting thing, North of the Border and other artists have really inspired me, and I'm suddenly coming up with so many ways to accomplish things that I was kind of stuck on, because polymer clay has its hurdles. It's plastic, and some of the things that I want to make, I need to attach it to stuff or attach stuff to it, and some glues don't work. That's just like an example of some of the challenges and, things you have to overcome, or, a creative way to fix that to make it functional. And then I have a ton of ideas of gifts for people, just like, I don't know, it's just like my brain is rapid firing, like, oh, I want to give this person a gift, this person a gift. I know exactly what to make this person, which is really, really exciting, but also frustrating when if something suddenly doesn't start going my way during a project, my motivation is just like halted, and I don't feel comfortable starting something else until I finish, what I'm working on. And realistically, like, I've got the body, I've got the head built. I just need to do the arms, legs, eyes, and then the lily pad. And I don't think the lily pad is going to be that difficult. So, yeah, I would really love to be able to create and share my art with people. And who knows, maybe one day actually start making stuff on my channel and sell it, like have an Etsy shop or something. That was the goal. I was actually gonna do that in high school, but something got in the way, which I don't think I've talked about. So in due time, I'll probably try to talk about that. We will see. Easter was yesterday, and I had a really good time. I was very, very anxious because I didn't want to tell my uncles that I was working at McDonald's, because I thought they would be like disappointed in me. And while they didn't seem like thrilled, they didn't seem disappointed, because like they want me to be successful, and there's a lot of stigma around working in fast food. I'm not making that much less than I was at my old job, so, and I'm happier there. So yeah, so there's that, and then also some other stuff that I was very concerned about that, wasn't really, if anything, I was reassured about it. Yeah, it was a really good time, so I'm happy about that. Yeah, I have to go. Luckily, I don't think I have to edit this video, which means I'll actually post it. I'm sure there's stuff that I forgot to say, and I'm sure this seems like, I don't know, sporadic, but yeah, I don't know. Thank you for watching. Oh, I wanted to mention that, like, I really would like to be, like, an art channel, but I also am really interested in commentary, not on necessarily, like, internet drama, but, like, stuff that I have strong feelings about, like, video essays sort of things. But yeah, anyways, yeah, I have to go. So thank you for watching, and I will see you hopefully sometime soon, but I honestly doubt it. Unfortunately. So, yeah. Bye.